welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the NFL 2024 season, Week 12 prediction. Where tomorrow we'll start the Week 12 with the Thursday Night Football between my Pittsburgh Steelers against the Cleveland Browns. So, for that reason, I'm going to talk about the games that we'll be playing this week and I'm gonna to win my prediction about this game, and let's see how many results or score or games I am right in the end of the week. So let's start with this video. Well, remember that this is a week that had another teams that will have a bye week. This time will be 6 teams that won't play this week. Will be the Atlanta Falcons, the Buffalo Bills, the Cincinnati Bengals, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the New Orleans Saints, and the New York Jets. So, for that reason, in this week, there will be only 15 games played. So let's start. Well, how I told you in the beginning of the video, tomorrow we'll start the Thursday Night Football between the Cleveland Browns against my favorite team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Cleveland, Ohio, and 2015. It's their time. This is a divisional game and the first game between these two teams. Remember that the last week the Cleveland traveled to New Orleans and they lost by 21 point difference. They play a very great. That game it was very close, but the big difference was the fourth quarter where the Saints scored 21 points without any answer, and the Browns lost this game. And my Pittsburgh Steelers play his first divisional game where they play against the Ravens in a very dramatic, great game where the defense and the special team dominate the game, and the Steelers won the game by 2 point difference, and they with a very great performance from our kicker Chris Wowo that scored all the 18 points for the Steelers, and the Steelers won the game. With this victory, the Steelers are leading the AFC North with a record of 8-2, and they have 5 straight victories. And the Cleveland Browns are in the bottom of the division with a record of 2-8, and they have back-to-back losses. The Clevelands are eliminated, are one of the worst team in the league, and they're eliminated. And the Steelers are fighting to get the first set in the AFC. So they need this victory. So I think that this will be a complicated game because there is always difficult to travel to play in Cleveland. So I think because this is a divisional game, I think that the Steelers are going to win this game by 3 or 7 point difference. And the next Sunday we'll have 7 games in the first shift in the 13 o'clock Eastern time, where the first game will be a divisional game where the the Houston Texas will receive the Tennessee Titans and Houston. So the last week the Texas traveled to Dallas in the same state and defeated the Cowboys by 24 point difference in the Monday Night Football, and the Titans lost home against the Vikings by 10 point difference. In this moment, the Houston Texans are leading the AFC South with a record of 7-4. They are not playing a very good football, but they are winning. That is very important. And the Titans are in the third place in the division with a record of 2-8, and they have about 2 bad losses. The Titans are eliminated, and the Texas are leading this division, and the most probably they're gonna to win it. So I know that this is a divisional game, but I think that the Texas, because they will play home, they are a better team. They're going to win this game by more than 10 point difference. In another divisional game, the Chicago Bears will receive the Minnesota Vikings and Chicago. Remember the last week the Chicago lost in the last play of the game where they have the opportunity to win it, but they lost by 1 point difference against the Packers in home. The Bears had played a very great game. They were better than the Packers, and the Bears had the opportunity to win this game, but they missed the field goal. The Packers special teams blocked the field goal, and they lost that game. And the Vikings traveled to Tennessee, and they have an easy game, and they won it by 10 point difference. Both teams are in the NFC North. The Vikings are in the second place with a record of 8-2, and they have 3 straight victories. And the Bears are in the bottom with a record of 4-6, and they have 4 straight victories. The Vikings are the best wildcard team in the NFC, and the Bears are eliminated because they are not playing very good football, and they have 4 straight losses. So this is a divisional game, and this will be a very close game. But I think that the Vikings have a better defense than the Bears and better offense. So I think that the Vikings are going to win this game by 3 or 7 point difference. In another divisional game, the Washington Commanders, the revelation of the surprise of the season until this moment, will receive the Dallas Cowboys, the deception of the season, and Washington DC. The last week, the Commanders lost in the Thursday Night Football against the Philadelphia Eagles by 8 point difference. That game was very close, but the big difference was in the third quarter where the Eagles were trailing, but they scored 20 points and they got the victory. And this is a back-to-back losses for the Commanders, where they lost against the two contending teams, my Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Dallas unashamed. They are a very bad team, and they are thinking the next year because this time they are eliminated. They lost the last Monday by 24 point difference against the Texas in the Texas game. In this moment, the both teams are in the NFC East. The Commanders are in the second place with a record of 7-4, and the Cowboys are in the third place with a record with a five straight losses. The Commanders in this moment are the last wild card qualifying in the NFC, and the Dallas are eliminated. So the Commanders are better team than the Cowboys, and because they will play home, I think that the Commanders will have an easy game and they will win this game by more than 14 or more point difference. In another divisional game, the Miami Dolphins will receive the New England Patriots in Miami, Florida, and the Hard Rock Stadium. The last week, the Dolphins received the Riders, didn't have any problem, and won that game by 15 point difference. And the Patriots lost at home against the Rams by 6 point difference in a game they could win this game because they have the last possession of the game, but the East quarterback Drake. Mike Drake, or Drake Mike, had the opportunity to lead the team to the victory, but he couldn't. In this moment, remember that this is the last time that they play because these two teams play in the week 5, where this was a very ugly game where the Dolphins traveled to New England and won that game by 5 point difference. It was a very ugly game to watch that game. And in this moment, this is a divisional game. Both teams are in the AFC East. The Dolphins are in the second place with a record of 4-6. They have back-to-back victories, and the Patriots are in the bottom of the division with a record of 3-8. In this moment, the Dolphins are in the hunt to enter to the playoffs. It looks difficult, but not impossible. They are 2 games behind the Broncos, so they need to win this game is a must to try to keep in the hunt to enter to the playoffs. And the Patriots are eliminated. They don't have possibilities, but they will want to win this game. So I think that this will be a close game. But I think that the big difference is that the Dolphins, different of the first game, Tua Tagovailoa will play, and because they will play home. I think that the Dolphins are going to win this game by more than 10 point difference. In another game, the Carolina Panthers will receive the Kansas City Chiefs and Charlotte, North Carolina. The last week, the sorry, the Carolina, the Panthers only had a bye week, and the Chiefs lost easy undefeated, where they traveled to Buffalo and they lost by 9 point difference. This is the first time that the Chiefs defense allow 30 points. In this moment, the Panthers are in the border of the NFC South with a record of 3-7. They have a back-to-back victories, and the Kansas City Chiefs, are leading the AFC West and the AFC with a record of 9-1. In this moment, the Chiefs need to win this game because if they lose, the Steelers could take the first set in the AFC, and the Carolina are eliminated because they don't have any possibility to enter the playoffs. So I think that the Chiefs won't have any problem because the Panthers are not a very good team, even that they come from a bye week. So I think that the Chiefs are going to win this game by more than 14 point difference. Even that the Chiefs offenses, Patrick Mahomes are playing a very great football. In another game, the New York Giants will receive the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on New Jersey and the MetLife Stadium. Both teams come from a bye week, where in this moment the Giants are in the NFC East, and they are in the bottom with a record of 2-A, and they have five straight losses, and they are eliminated. and the Buccaneers are in the second place in the NFC South with a record of 4-6, and they have four straight losses. In this moment, the Giants are eliminated because they are a very bad team. They are in this moment they are the worst team in the NFC, and they decide to move on from his quarterback Daniel Jones, and he will be benched. And by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they are 3 games from the number 7, the last wild card spot, and they are 3 games behind the fourth set, the Atlanta Falcons. So this is a must to win this game to be still in the hunt to enter the playoffs. And remember that Mike Evans is gonna to return. So I think that the Buccaneers are better than the Giants, and I think that the Buccaneers are gonna to win this game by more than 10 point difference. And the last game of the first shift, the Indianapolis Colts will receive the Detroit Lions, the best team in my opinion in the league at this moment, and Indiana, yes. The last week, the Colts traveled to New York and defeated the Jets by 1 point difference, where Anthony Richardson returned to the starting quarterback position, and they won it with the where Anthony Richardson led the winning drive to win the game, and the Detroit Lions didn't have any problem, and they defeated and humiliated the Jaguars, where they won it by 46 point difference. In this moment, the Indiana, sorry, the Colts are in the second place in the AFC South with a record of 5-6, and they are 3 games behind the Houston Texas. And the the Detroit Lions are leading the NFC North and the NFC with a record of 9-1, and they have a straight victories. In this moment, my opinion, the Detroit Lions are the best team in the league. So they're the favorite to represent the NFC in the next Super Bowl, and the Colts are in the hunt to enter to the playoffs. They are in the eighth place in the in the AFC. So they need the victory at the Broncos loss to take the seventh place and to enter to the playoffs. So this will be a difficult game, but I think that the Detroit Lions won't have any problem to defeat the Colts. So I think that the Lions are going to win this game by more than 14 point difference. And the second shift will have 3 games in the second shift. The first game will play at 15:05 Eastern time, and the 2 games, and the others will be playing at 16:05 and 16:25 Eastern time. The first game will be a divisional game where the Las Vegas Raiders will receive the Denver Broncos and Las Vegas Nevada. Remember that these two teams faced in the week 5, where the Broncos didn't have any problem and won the game by more than 16 point difference. And Denver, the last week, the Riders traveled to Miami, and lost by 15 point difference. And the Broncos didn't have any problem. They won and defeated the Falcons by 32 point difference at home. In this moment, this is a divisional game. The Riders are in the bottom with a record of 2-6. They have six straight losses, and they are eliminated. And the Broncos are in the third place in the AFC West with a record of 6-5. In this moment, the Broncos are the last spot in the wild card. They are the last wild card spot in the AFC. They are in the seventh place, and the Raiders are eliminated. They are one of the worst teams in the league. So this is a divisional game. This is always difficult, but I think that the Broncos are playing better, and the Broncos will win this game by 7 or more point difference. In another divisional game, the Seattle Seahawks will receive the Arizona Cardinals and Seattle. Remember that the last week the Seattle traveled to Santa Clara and defeated the 49ers in the last drive, and they cut four straight losses. And the Arizona Cardinals had a bye week. This is a divisional game in the NFC East, where the Cardinals are leading the division with a record of 6-4. They have 4 straight victories, and the Seahawks are in the third place with a record of 5-5. In this moment, the Cardinals are qualified to the playoffs, and the Seahawks are in the hunt to enter the playoffs. So this division is very close. I think that if the Seahawks win this game, they're going to take the first place in this division. So all these 4 teams, the Cardinals, the Rams, the Seahawks, and the 49ers, can qualify, and this is very exciting. So I think that the Cardinals are playing better than the Seahawks, even that the Seahawks are going to take the advantage at home, and I think that the Cardinals are going to win this game by 1 or 3 point difference. And I think that the most probably this game is going to be defined in the last play of the game. And the last game of the second shift, the Green Bay Packers will receive the San Francisco 49ers and Green Bay, Wisconsin. The last week, the Packers traveled to Chicago and they won. They won the game with a blocked field goal, where the Packers play a bad game, but they found out ways to win this game. And the 49ers again couldn't handle the victory. They again lost the game in the last quarter and they won by 3 point difference against the Seattle Seahawks. In this moment, the Packers are in the third place in the NFC North with a record of 7-3, and the 49ers are in the bottom of the NFC West with a record of 5-5. In this moment, the Packers are qualified to the playoffs. They are the sixth place in the NFC, and the 49ers are in the hunt to enter to the playoffs. The 49ers again couldn't handle the victory, the lead, and this is something surprising, maybe something that is happening. They are not well prepared enough, because I think this is the second or third time that happened to the 49ers in this season. So, based on this information, and because the Packers are going to going to play in home, I think that the Packers are going to win this game by 3 or 7 point difference. And in the Sunday Night Football, we have a tremendous game where Los Angeles Rams will receive the Philadelphia Eagles and Inglewood, California, and SoFi Stadium. The last week, both teams won their games. The Rams traveled to the east, to the northeast, and they defeated the Patriots by 6 point difference. And the Eagles play against the Commanders in the last Thursday Night Football and won the game by 8 point difference. In this moment, the Rams are in the second place in the NFC West with a record of 5-5, and the Eagles are leading the NFC East with a record of 8-2 with six straight victories. In this moment, the Eagles are the second best team in the AFC, and they are the second set, and the Rams are in the hunt to enter to the playoffs. So this will be a tremendous game because both teams need the victory to keep to the Eagles to try to reach the Detroit Lions, and the Rams try to enter to the playoffs. So I think that it will be a close game, but I think because the Eagles are better, the Eagles are going to win this game by 7 or 10 point difference. And the game that will close the week will be in the Monday Night Football in a tremendous game, where the Los Angeles Chargers will receive the Baltimore Ravens and the same stadium of the Sunday Night Football, the SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, and 2015 Eastern Time. Both teams won their games respectively the last week. The Chargers battled a lot, where they defeated the Bengals by 7 point difference in the last second of the game. Well, remember that this game was divided in two. In the first half, the Chargers dominate their game, and in the second half, the Bengals dominate the game, and the Bengals missed 2 opportunities to win this game, but the Chargers took advantage of that and they won it. And the Ravens, the Ravens lost against my Pittsburgh Steelers, and they lost the first place in the division. In this moment, the Chargers are in the second place in the AFC West with a record of 7-3, and they have 4 straight victories. And the Ravens are in the second place in the AFC North with a record of 7-4. In this moment, both teams are qualified to the playoffs. The Chargers are the second set, and the Ravens are the sixth set. So the Ravens need to win this game to try to reach the Steelers and to get the best wild card spot. So also this is a brothers game because both coaches are brothers. Jim and the other I don't remember the name. Jim and Harvard. Well, the Harvard's brother. This will be a tremendous game where the Ravens head coach Jim has won the 2 games before these 2 teams. So I think that the Ravens are going to win this game because they are better team than the Chargers, and I think that the Ravens are going to win this game by 3 or 7 point difference. So in this video, I talk about the games that we will play in NFL 2024 season week 13. Week 12, and I got my prediction. Let's see how many games I am right in the end of the week. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any comment or suggestion, you can let me one comment in any of my social media platform, Substack, YouTube, and Spotify. So this is all for today. See you next video. Jibra.